Hello friends and welcome once again to our step-by-step WordPress tutorial for beginners. In this part, we are discussing about setting up your WordPress website or blog. So in the previous part, with the help of XAMPP control panel, so make sure every time whenever you have to open your WordPress website which is hosted in your local host, so every time you have to open the XAMPP control panel and using XAMPP control panel you have to run Apache and MySQL server. So here make sure Apache and MySQL server are running, and once this Apache module turns green, simply click on admin. Here you will see name of your website. Simply click on this website. So this will open your website. Now this is the public view or whatever your users will see. If you have to log into your administrator view, so simply type wp admin here. And so last time when we created this website, when we installed this website, so we use this username and password. So this time also we will use the same username and password to log in. There is one important thing here. Whenever you will go to your website and whenever you have to log into your administration panel, or whenever you have to log into your dashboard, so you have to write wp-admin. So just after your WordPress website's URL, you have to write wp-admin, which will take you to this particular page, and this is the login page or the login form, and here you can mention your details and from here you can log in. So now I'm logging in. So you can use any particular browser to log in. You can save your username and password for later, so that you don't have to enter them again and again. Now this is the dashboard of WordPress. This is what we call dashboard or the back end of WordPress, and this is called the front end of WordPress. This is something that your visitors will see, and this is something that administrators, editors, and other type of users will see. Now before setting up our WordPress website, we will understand the meaning of these menu items here, which are given in the sidebar. So this is the sidebar. In the sidebar menu, you can see these options, and we will try to understand the meaning of these options one by one. First option is this dashboard, which is simply something where if you will click this dashboard link, so it will take you to the dashboard page. So wp admin and index.php, this is the URL of your dashboard. Now here we have post. So in every website there are posts and pages. So this is an e-commerce website where they are selling different type of products. But if you will scroll down, so you will see some posts also. So this is a blog post, how to connect solar panels in series. So they are kind of giving this information that if you have to connect your solar panels in series, so you can follow this process. Now there are other type of posts also. So in a post there are some important elements. First thing is the image of post, then there is the content of post, and you can see in the content you can embed YouTube videos, you can write some text, or you can insert some images also. So this is the first thing that you will find by default in a WordPress website, and this is something that is called a post in WordPress. Now in WordPress there are pages also. So for example, here we have this page. So uh, this particular institute is telling about Java Training Institute. So they have created a page, and in their page they have mentioned details about their Java training and their advantages and applications and so on. So in this page you can find a form also. So later I will tell you how you can also create a form like this, so that if your users are interested they can fill this form and they can submit this form and you will get inquiries or leads. So this is a page. The major difference between a page and a post is that uh, posts are created more frequently. So these posts are created by bloggers, and these posts are created to help our customers in knowing something, or these posts are created to provide notifications about something. These posts are also created to create how-to videos or how-to articles, and different type of for different type of reasons. Suppose you write poetry, so in a blog post you can write your poetries and so on. So there can be n number of reasons for creating a blog post. But pages, in case of pages, we mostly have so let me tell you some common type of pages. So in pages we have home page, we have blog page which shows list of all posts. So we have home page, we have blog page, we have contact us page. Contact us page is very important in a website, because if you have contact us page, then it shows the authentication, it shows who is behind this website. So there are various benefits of contact us page. There is a privacy policy page also, so where you can provide your privacy policy, what type of scripts you are using, what type of information you are collecting from user, and how you are using that information. So things about that are dealt in privacy policy. I will explain about privacy policy later. So we have home, blog, contact us, privacy policy. Sometimes you have frequently asked questions also. So so here one of my student is setting up a website for Institute of Commerce Academy. Here you can see we have about page, contact page, pricing page, frequently asked question page, blog page, portfolio page. So these are the basic examples of pages. The concept of pages is that in pages, whatever information we write, that information is not changed frequently. But the meaning of blog is simple, blogging, and here we can write posts, articles, how to articles, recipes, book reviews, movie reviews, and so on. So I think you have got the idea what type of articles you can write in posts. So you will create two type of pages in your website. First type will be known as home, and second will be known as blog. So creating a home page and a blog page is a very kind of necessary in a WordPress website. So just go ahead and create a home page and a blog page. Although it is not mandatory, but it is always good to create a home page and a blog page. So to create a page in a website, you just have to go to pages. Here you will see a list of all pages, and you can see by default WordPress. uh, you have to remember the version of WordPress that we are using here is 5.75.2. This version keeps changing, so you have to remember that updating your WordPress website is necessary for security purpose also. WordPress keeps on adding some new things in their version, so you have to update WordPress also. And how to update WordPress, how to take backup, everything we will deal later. Right now the version is 5.7.2, and in this version WordPress gives us this privacy policy page. Now this page is draft. Draft means it is not published. So if a page is draft, so it will not be visible to our visitors. It will only be visible to those who will access our backend. So those users who can access the dashboard, who can access the backend, and they have administrative privileges, so they can kind of see these pages. Now you can go ahead and edit. So by editing any particular page, you mean you want to make changes in your page. So you can see need help putting together your new privacy policy page. So you can check out the guide also. And here WordPress has written some privacy policy text for you. So you can you can go ahead and delete this suggested text word, and now you can set this up. So read this privacy policy page carefully and you will see what type of information you are collecting, what is cookies, and how you save data. Again, this is something that we will deal with later in the tutorial. Right now this page is draft. So if you will save any page as draft, so that obviously that page will be saved as a draft page. But if you will click on publish, so that page will be published. So you can see when I clicked on publish, so are you ready to publish? It is asking me a question. It is giving me an option of visibility, that whether this page will be visible to everyone, means whenever a user will visit this page, so visit our website, they can see this page. Whether it will be private. Private means it's something that only site admins and editors can see, or it will be a password protected page. So if you have to view the content of this page, so you have to provide a password. So password protected pages are something that can be a sponsored content, or it can be anything, something a premium content that you have to buy in order to see. So uh, we will again use these things later. Currently we will set it to public and then we will publish. And now this is the web address where our page is published. A web address is something where it's a URL, is it's the location of where our page is located. So because we are on localhost, so in web address we can see localhost. If you are on some server, so you can see this information that Java training course is written here. This is the complete web address of this particular page. So here is our privacy policy page. This is a sample privacy policy content. So privacy policy is used to provide visitors information, like when visitors leave comment on the site, we collect the data shown in comments form, and also the visitor's IP address and browser user agent string to help spam detection and so on. So these type of things are already written by WordPress. There are various types of options for generating a privacy policy page. And when you will create websites, when you will have more knowledge of dealing with websites, then you will also understand the meaning and concept of privacy policy. It is very important nowadays to provide this privacy policy. Now let's go back to dashboard. Let's go back to pages, all pages again, and you have to do this 99 out of 100 times. You have to do this. Click on add new page and create a home page for your website. Just create home page. This is content of home page. We are not writing content here. You can write your content of home page. This is the welcome content. When users will visit the home page of your website, what type of information do you want your users to see? something like what do we offer, or something like who we are and why we created this website, what is the main purpose of creating this website. So that type of content will be created. Some images of your organization, some image or some sample images of what you are doing, and information about your services, some basic information about your services. You can also write testimonials. You can also provide information of type of articles that you write, your address. Some you can give some forms where users can contact you. So we will see that later. So that's why I am simply writing down content of your home page. You can see this is an editor here. Suppose you have to make some text bold, so you can make it bold also. And this particular editor of WordPress that you are seeing here is a new editor, fairly new editor. And there was a classic editor also. So find sometimes when you will log into your client's website for editing it or for management, so you will see a different type of editors. So there will be a special chapter for editors in which I will tell you what are page editors and what are some good page editors that you can use in order to create websites. Currently, let's stick to this page editor, and we have created a page which is called home, and the content of home page is this is simple content of home page. Either we can save this page as draft. So suppose you are writing a content and you don't want to publish it right now, or suppose you are interrupted and you think you will continue later, so you can save this as draft. You can also publish it. You can publish it immediately, or you maybe I missed this thing while in post. So this is publish immediately, or you can schedule your post for later or earlier also. Suppose it is already 14 June 2021, and suppose I want this article, suppose I want this page to be published on 12 June. So I this will be visible on your database and on your pages. So you can provide any particular date here. So I will keep the date as default, and I will publish this page. If you will view this page again, for this page also you will get a URL or web page address, and here is the content of home page. You can add images, you can add something. So let's try to add image to our home page. So here is the content of our web page. Now let's say we have to add an image to our web page. Let's say here we want to add an image. So see this, currently it is written like this. Just hit enter, and now when you will click here, so in this where your cursor is blinking, you will see plus sign. This plus sign is used to add blocks, and in your blocks you will find these options. You can add a single image, you can add a paragraph, you can add a list, you can add a gallery list of items, and you can add a quote or gallery. So let's click on image. So when you will click on image, it is asking you what type of style do you want to give your images. This is default style, the rectangular or rounded. Or you want to add your images with borders or frame. We will keep the default. From here you can click on upload. So there are three options, right? First option is upload, second option is media library, and third option is insert from URL. Upload simply means this will take you to your computer's file manager, and from there you can select any particular file and then you can upload that file. So I clicked on upload and it has taken me to this particular folder. Now here we can select this image. So this is image of PHP. So you can see the image here, and you can make this image bigger or smaller using this. You can click it and drag it. So whatever size you want to give to this image, you can use this. it is scaling the x and y ratio. It is keeping the x and y ratio. That's why it is um, doing like this. So let's say this is the size that we want for our image. You can click on rounded, default, name, borders. So you can give these type of styles. You can write a caption. So let's write a caption here. PHP course. So you can provide captions to your images or do anything. Now we have added a simple image to our page, and then we can publish it. You can again view the page. So now you can see an image here, and anytime when you are logged in as an administrator or an editor, so you can see this edit link, and you can click this edit link, and you can again go back to your page editor, and you can add more content here, or you can edit. One very important and very useful thing about WordPress is it keeps the revisions. So a revision is something that is earlier version of this page. That means what you did. So it is saying that there are 3 revisions of this page. That means when you created the page, what you did there, then when you came back to edit it. So you can see 4 minutes ago, and this is 38 seconds ago, and so on. So you can see these revisions. So you can go to previous revision. This is the next, the final revision, and you can again roll back to previous versions, or you can restore the revisions. So again we will go back to all pages. So we have this page here, home page is now created, and then we can create a blog page also. So this is blog page. We will not write anything here. We will publish it immediately. So this page will contain all our blog posts. But when you will click right now, so you will not see any blog post. Although we have a sample blog post already written by WordPress. So we don't have any blog post here because we have not told WordPress that this is a blog page. So there is one more important thing here. How to, let's say, how to tell WordPress what your home and blog pages are. So there is a way of doing this. You can tell WordPress what your home and blog pages are. So whenever some user will open your home page, this is your home page, the page where you don't have any URL parts. For example, this is the home page of this website, right? So this is the home page of this website, because you can see no subdomains or no subdirectories are in this domain. This is a simple this is domain, or for example google.com. This is a subdomain. Sorry, this is a main domain. And what is a subdomain? This is ads.google.com. This is a subdomain. So this is a subdomain, and in this subdomain you can see these directories. So directories are like pages, and subdomains are there. So again, this is a main domain. So here in the main domain you are currently seeing the blog post. You don't want to see the blog post here. What you have to see here, you have to see your home content, because you want your home page to be here. So and you want this content to be displayed in the blog page. So what you will do, just go to my website, just go to dashboard, and remember you have to go to setting, and in setting you will find these different type of settings. So I will deal with these settings also one by one first, but for this video we are dealing with reading setting. So what is our task here? Our task is how to tell WordPress what your home and blog pages are. So these are the kind of starter steps that you have to do. First you have to create some pages for your website. Then the most important two such pages are home and blog page. and then you have to tell WordPress what are your home page and blog page. So when you will go to settings, so inside dashboard, in settings, in reading setting, when you will go to your reading settings, you will see your home page currently displays your latest posts, but you want to display a static page. So click on this bullet or radio button, and here you have to choose home. So your home page will be your home, which which is a page that you just created, right? So 5 minutes ago you created this page which is called home, and in your post page you have to choose blog. So again, we created these two pages, home and blog page, and in the reading settings, we are kind of telling WordPress that these are our two pages, right? Now the next setting is in your blog page, how many posts do you want to show? For example, let's say we can go to this particular, this is kind of a blog page, the category page. Here you can see we have these posts, various posts here. So, and then we have pagination. So on one particular page, how many blog posts do you want to show? So let's say we want to show 5 posts per blog page. So sorry, 5. So blog pages show at most 5 posts, and this is syndication feeds. Again, I will think you will get confused, so we will deal with syndication feeds in a later part. Every WordPress website has feeds also. So feeds is kind of a lightweight version of your website. It is written in XML format. So we will deal with feeds later. So feeds were used earlier for reading websites and providing information from this website as an API, so that this information can be displayed in other websites also. So again, there are various uses of feeds. We will deal with them later. And this is simply asking how many posts do you want to show in the feeds. So in feeds, you can keep 10 options. I'm sorry about the noise there. Now for each post in a feed, whether you want to include the full text, for example, here in this website, for each post in a feed, let's see a feed here. So let's go to feed. So here we have many articles written. So this is a feed. So for each items in a feed, whether you want to display full text, or for each post in a feed you just want to display a summary, so keep it summary. And do you want search engines to discourage search engines from indexing this site? We will not discourage them. We want search engines to find all the pages of this website, index this website, so we will keep it search engine visibility as unchecked. Now save changes. Now here when you will click on visit website, so you will see your home page now displays content of your home page, right? And your blog page, so you can visit your blog page by typing blog here, and your blog page now shows content of your blogs. So here we have one blog. Let's click new. So from here also you can either add post, media, or page. From here also you can add a new post. So now let's add a new post. Let's say what is WordPress. We want our, so we can write what is WordPress, and we can write something like a WordPress is a free content management system that is used to create blogs and websites. Now this is WordPress. This is some information of WordPress, and you can go to this advanced part, and enter a word or two without a space to make a unique web address. So you can write an HTML anchor here. So this is used to enter any particular section of this web post. These are additional CSS classes. Again, we will deal with these things later. And you can click on post and block. So when you will go back to post, you will see the visibility option, the publish option, the post format option. So these are the different post formats. We have its standard post format, status, video, link, quote, image gallery, and so on. So this is a standard post format. We will deal with these four post formats also one by one. And then there is this important thing which I want to show you. This is the featured image. So a featured image is something that is shown as a featured image just above or below the title of your post. So for example, this is a featured image of this post. The whole content of this post is just below this featured image. So you can click on this. You can go to media library, and here from here you can use any particular image as your featured image. So media library is something where all your uploaded images and other type of media like PDF files and JPG files and PNG files and documents will be saved. Now this featured image is not visible on the page itself, but it will be visible once we will visit this post. So now let's publish this post with a very minimum options. We have published this post, and there is one more important thing about posts, that is called categories. So category categories are something that you have to keep in mind. Let me give you an example here. So suppose we write articles in various categories. For example, here we have WordPress, PHP, Python, SEO, education, HR, medical, and so on. So these are all categories. So what this category thing will do? It will create a category page for you. For example, uh, it has created a category page. So in this website, you can see here in the URL category training and WordPress training. So you can write post in these categories, which makes it easy for users to come and browse your website. So here you can, currently the category is uncategorized, so you can add more categories here also. So let's uncheck this uncategorized category, and let's create a category called WordPress. So suppose we are writing about different type of technologies. We are writing about Python, PHP, ASP.NET, Java. So we can write it like this. Or suppose you are creating a news website. So a news website categories can be entertainment, sports, politics, finance, foreign exchange, so on. So these categories are very important, and they play an important role in search engine optimization of your website also, and they play an important role in increasing the readability of your website also. So always make sure you have provided categories to your post. If these categories do apply to your post, then you can update. Now you were earlier seeing publish here. So when you are adding a post for the first time, you will see publish, but when you will try to edit a post, you will see update here. So now click on update, and now your post is updated, and now you can view your post. So let's view maybe some, you can preview your post, and it is giving you options to preview your post in tablet and mobile also. Let's preview our post in mobile. So this is how our post will look in mobile. Now we can go back to blog page, and here you will see these two posts are now written in our blog page. and that's why our blog page will show all the posts. And you saw we checked an option saying a blog page will show at most 5 posts. So at a time it will show 5 posts. Now you can click here what is WordPress, and you can see the featured image and the content of this post. So there is no limit in writing this content. You can write long contents here. You can create any number of paragraphs or headings. You just keep writing, and it is always good to write an article of around 300 to 500 words. Such type of article is easier to optimize, and it can be easily optimized for search engine optimization also. Now we have written this. The important thing is this website is looking very basic type of website. The theme here is basic, and it is the default theme that WordPress provides. So here you will see in appearance means how you can relate theme, how you can relate how your website looks. It is very simple. It will be inside appearance section. So inside appearance section you will see themes, and here are the available themes. So we can add new themes from here. So there are thousands of themes or maybe more available in WordPress. You can install any one of them. So what is a theme, how it works, how to install it. So all those things will be discussed in the next part of this video.